Two-time Oscar winner Dustin Hoffman has dazzled us for more than 4 decades, and now he's taking his talents behind the camera, making his directorial debut with the new romantic comedy called Quartet. And it has already got people talking about a potential Best Director nomination. Dustin Hoffman, welcome back. It's good to see you. You are a guy who, in an interview I read recently, described yourself as the least remarkable guy in the room.
Yes.
So when you look at your directorial debut, rate yourself. How'd you do?
I put on the screen what I wanted to do. It wound up on the screen. But in terms of least remarkable guy in the room, not this room, because I'm looking at the
crew. You're actually a bit of a standout in this room.
If you pan the crew, I may...
Why haven't you directed before now? I'm sure you had opportunities.
Yes, I have. I always talk my way out of it. I would always say the script's not ready. It took me a long time to realize you should start even if the script is not ready, because it's never ready.
And the storyline, it's called Quartet. It's
yes.
about a home for retired musicians.
And opera singers.
And exactly. And it actually is, I mean, there is a place like this.
Yes. There's a documentary called Tosca's Kiss. It was made in 1983. Verdi was rich and famous, and before he died, he built this mansion for himself, and because he knows that opera singers have played La Scala 30 years later, they can't pay the rent. And it still exists in Milan, Italy, and you can get the documentary, and it's called Tosca's Kiss. It's quite moving.
As someone who has worked with so many different directors in your career, was there someone that you wanted to emulate, not style in terms of what you shot, but in terms of demeanor on the set in working with actors?
Yes, I would say Barry Levinson comes to mind on Rain Man, because every day we went to work, he'd be sitting in a chair telling a story, and they'd say, "We're ready." He says, "I'm not done with my story." And he would finish his story, so he created an amiability and a relaxation, and even brought the film in under budget. And Mike Nichols, I would add, who said to me one day when I was a little tired, he took me aside and he said, "This is the only time you're going to ever have a chance to do this scene, and it's going to be up there for the rest of your life. So feel like, you know, you've given it more than your all."
Your actors apparently enjoyed this process. Maggie Smith, the Academy Award-winning actress, said of working with you, quote, "It's a new territory for him, but it's a delight for us." Billy Connolly, who's in the movie, added, "Dustin always knew how to keep his cast in good spirits. He jokes all the time and jests and has fun at your expense."
Oh, yes.
Is it all about keeping a lighthearted atmosphere?
Yes, I've never understood. I mean, I've been doing this for 45 years, and I've never understood. I mean, you guys, I've noticed there's such an amiability. You know, then when you go, you got 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and you go. But I've never understood on movie sets where there's a kind of natural behavior, and then they yell, "Quiet! What? Action!" And they take the life right out of the room, and everybody winds up like this. I think the idea is to feel loose and to feel basically like you're not shooting, you're just, you know, you're rehearsing, basically.
Superlatives are already being used to describe the movie, and there is talk. And I know this sounds tired after a while, because we say it with a lot of movies
yes.
and with a lot of actors and directors, but there is talk that you may get a nomination for director for an Academy Award on this. What would it mean to you?
Nothing unless I won.
It's not that it's an honor to be nominated.
No, it's an honor to win.
I mean, it would be a big deal.
Of course it would be. Of course it would be. Yes.
Speaking of big deals, you were just named a 2012 Kennedy Center honoree, praised by some actors like De Niro, Glenn Close, Meryl Streep, along with President Obama. Just tell me about that experience.
It's extraordinary. I was able to bring my whole family, including my grandchildren, who are 6 and 8. They met the president. They met the first lady. I mean, that was the most thrilling aspect of it. And then we're sitting up in the box of the Kennedy Center, and the first lady sitting next to me, and President Obama is sitting to my left. And, you know, there's other artists that are being celebrated, you know, Led Zeppelin, and sometimes the music would come on, and I'd see him going to the beat, and they was very affectionate with the first lady. I said, "Oh, they're people."
Just normal people.
Oh, they're fooling around a little bit.
As part of the honor, they play a clip package
yes.
of your work. What's it like to sit there and watch your professional life flash in front of your face?
Quite depressing.
Why? Why? I would think it would be incredibly thrilling.
It feels like a eulogy. I mean, it's the next best thing to being alive at your own funeral, you know, because everyone is saying only nice things about you, and your life is there, and there's a sense of it being, you know, oh, that's just the first act, you know. But you're surprised.
No, I'm surprised. I think if I had your highlight reel, I think it would be one of the great things of my life.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
Well, I'm in the middle of this movie. I've been watching it on
Yes.
DVD, and I can't wait to get back to it.
Thank you.
It's called Quartet.
Thank you,
did
Matt.
a masterful job.
Thank you very much.